your events for this weekend. There are so many things going on in September. It's kind of hard to keep up with. Even for me, even for us, that's what we do is we check out all the events coming up. So of course it's September and it is the patriotic month in Mexico. And there's lots of things going on. Of course, you got to go out and try some of the patriotic dishes. I'm posting about them here and there on Mid City Beat, but also there's lots of things to check out. So I'm going to start with what's actually going on September 15th, which is coming up commemorating the 214th anniversary of the beginning of Mexico's independence. At 9 o'clock at night, the famous Grito de Dolores will be sung out, let's say, from the Palacio de Gobierno at 11:45 in the Zócalo by the acting governor, Maria Fritz Sierra. But before that, at 9 o'clock, the activities start. It's going to be in the Zócalo, so I guess they're going to have it all finished up and ready for everybody because there will be thousands of people there. She comes out on the balcony at 11:45 and it says the Grito de Dolores, which is basically the cry for independence, but that Miguel Hidalgo said 214 years ago, right? So that starts out the celebrations for the September 15th Independence Day. And it's really festive, super fun. And after that, they have Calibre 50, which is a band. It's like a banda from Sinaloa, Mexico. It's going to be super fun, super festive. But if you do decide to go, just know there's going to be thousands of people. So you have to be crowd friendly and also get there early because you want to get a good spot. There's going to be lots of security. It's going to be a safe environment. There's going to be kids. There's going to be all sorts of people. But just so you know, that's at the Zócalo on the 15th. That's a Sunday this year and starts at 9 o'clock. I would get there early because there's a line that starts. But it is festive. It is super fun. So there's that. And then on the 16th is the parade. It starts at 7:45 in the morning. They'll raise the national flag at the Plaza Grande as well. It's more of a military parade, let's say, but they raise the national flag and then they'll go down Paseo de Montejo in the morning. So you can kind of watch that. Celebrate Mexico. Of course, we know there's lights everywhere. It's super fun. And there's lots of things going on. Okay, so also, if you're looking for parties outside of just maybe going to the Zócalo, on the 15th of September, Hacienda Ixcanatún is having a big party. They are having a buffet, a welcome drink, and live music, mariachi, of course. And that is 1,200 pesos for adults and 700 for children, and children under 5 are free. So that you can reserve that at 999-640-5243. Go to Ixcan, or you can go to Hacienda Ixcanatún social media and get more information about that. Also, Paseo 60 will have a big party and it's super kid friendly. You know what? I didn't check to see if they have a charge. They usually don't have a charge because it's an open structure, but if they do, it's probably a minimum charge. It's really family friendly there as well. And they'll have live music and you have a choice. There's lots of restaurants there and lots of different places you can eat. So you can go to Paseo 60 on the 15th. And again, that'll start more around 8, 9. I would get these places a little early, or if you are going to eat at a restaurant, reserve now because it does get really packed on that night. Besides that, Calle 47 is going to be with Hop-In and Paseo de Montejo, all of it. There'll be lots going on and it's kind of fun because it lands on a Sunday night this year. Also, I want to do a shout out because of course, during this month, we always want to have the chile en nogadas and pozole. So there's a few places, several places that are serving that, but I'm going to give a shout out for a few so you can get an idea. La Reforma Auténtica Cantina Mexicana, which is on Garcia Lavín, which it's a cantina kind of Mexico City style, has fantastic food. It's super casual spot. It's kind of like a sports bar, but I love their Mexican food and they do have chile en nogadas and pozole they'll have next week. So you can go there and you just feel like super Mexican. At the La Reforma. Also, Catrín on the 47, they have chiles en nogadas. Of course, Catrín has great Mexican food as well. Margo Amalia in Colonia, Mexico, you can check out there. They'll have chile en nogadas. The Remate and Paseo de Montejo in the 47, they have chile en nogadas. Salon Gallos has a good one, a really nice one. Also, I was at Micaela the other day, and they have a vegan chile en nogadas. They have seafood chile en nogadas, and they have the traditional, which usually has pork or a mixture of pork and beef. So there's that. And another shout out will be Al Apapacho. We love Apapacho. It's been around forever. They have great Mexican food, and it's kind of as casual as a bookstore, and has an outdoor patio, and it's like the old school Merida. If you guys remember from back into the 2010s and before, you had these kind of bohemian places. That's El Papacho, and they've maintained that vibe, and they have great Mexican food, and they have both pozole and chile en nogadas. Ishkanatun, again, they'll have chile and nogales all month. And Volta Cafe. And if you guys watch my social media, I'm going to check out Volta Cafe today. So they have chiles en nogales in Santa Lucia and Plaza Carmesi. There's lots of different places, but those are my shout outs because I tried all of those, and those are really good. So, okay, events. What's coming up this weekend? Okay, at the Palacio de la Música, as far as music, the Palacio de la Música, the Grand Festival de Música is still happening, and it's the women's edition. It goes until Sunday. You can go on their website, festivalpalaciodelamusica.com, or just go to palaciodelamusica.com, and you can find the program. Tonight is Hello Seahorse. They're going to be incredible. That's at 8:00. That concert does have a charge. The charge is different, or the cost is different depending on the seats. But I think the most economic ticket is, I think, 250 pesos, if I'm not mistaken. They also, the rest of the weekend, this festival goes on through Sunday. And so they also have free concerts and paid concerts at night. So check out the program. See if you can get into some of their concerts. It's really spectacular. I've already been to a couple of them, and it's just cool. It's super cool. So that's right here in the Centro, Palacio de la Música. Also, reserve your tickets. Okay, I just checked. There are like 10 tickets left for the Yucatan Symphony Orchestra grand launch of their season, Noche Mexicana. It's on September 12th, 8 p.m. If you haven't gotten your tickets, go get them now, because they're going to go. This is a concert that sells out every year, but it's all Mexican composers. And it has the Huapango, Danzón number 2. It's really a festive concert, and it's exciting because it's the first concert of the season. So that's a great show to see. That's on September 12th at 8 p.m. at the Palacio de la Música. So go check those out. Get those concert tickets right away. Also, this weekend this is, did I not write down the date? I think it's on the 7th. It's September 7th on the Remate. They have Equilibrium Black and White Party from 6 to 9. They do have a cost there. You can go to Tus Boletos, or you can check out eventsmidcity.com in the calendar, and we have the information there. And just a shout out, I'm giving you kind of a highlight of some of the events, but we are updating our calendar of events. We're putting up 10 events a day. So there is tons of events going on, and so we're sectioning them off into music, art, etc. So you can just go in there and check it on a daily basis and see what's going on as far as the art scene and culture scene. So that's events.midcitybeat.com. But Equilibrium should be fun. They have DJs and stuff. That's at Remate on Saturday. I think the tickets are 170 pesos, so check that out. Also, just a few shout outs if you want live music. You always have Salvay Cantina. La Negrita gets going. It's pretty fun. It's more casual. Bird's fun. There's a new place called the Chenvech Listening Bar, which is DJ as well. Bird is a DJ, like vinyl DJ, right, at Bird and at the Chenvech Listening Club. So there's a few shout outs. There's lots of music venues out there as well if you just want some nice live music, jazzy DJ. Okay, moving on. Film. There's actually some really cool stuff going on in the film world right now. Okay, first off, I want to mention Arte Sept Mid. Check out their social media. They are a new film school. So if you're interested in learning about becoming a director or movie producer, any of these things, they're a new film school. They also do a film night, they project different shorts and different long films, that kind of alternative. That's a new spot out there at the Patito. So it's at the Patito, which is out on the Ixcanatun to Progreso Highway. The brewery out there, the Patitos. It's a nice place to go have a nice brewery or nice brew. They also have good food out there. And you can check out the Arte Siete installations. This Saturday, they're having coffee, and you can watch short films at 10 until 2. You can go on their social media and check that out as well and get more information about the program. Another cool thing is at Gallo's. Okay, so the movie The Substance, I don't know if you guys have been seeing that, but it's going to be really cool. I think it's a Substance. It's with Demi Moore, and the synopsis is that she turns 50. She's a TV personality and does aerobics or some sort of gymnastics or something like this. And the boss tells her that she's fired because she's 50. She's too old. They need a young hot woman. And so she injects this substance, right, for the eternal youth. It's kind of like this dark film noir about the eternal youth, but it looks really interesting. It's a one-time show in Salon Gallos right now, or coming up soon. It's September 17th at 9 p.m. So get your tickets for that. You can go into Salon Gallos and go to their cinema section. And they have some really interesting films coming up. Actually, this week, starting the 10th until the 19th, they have a the genre is gender. So they have lots of different movies about the LGBTQ community. And also I think one that is going to be really interesting is on September 10th at 9:10. It's only one showing again. And it is a story of 4 athletes forced to retire due to the new regulations. They're women that have a lot of testosterone, kind of like the whole controversy during the Olympics. And so it's a documentary about 4 athletes that this has happened to, and they've been forced to retire. So it could give us a good perspective on what actually happened and dive a little deeper into that story. So that is Wednesday, September 10th at 9:10 p.m. and it's only one showing, and that's at Salon Gallos. And of course, you can go to Gallos and have a drink or get some dinner beforehand and bring it into to the movie theaters if you want. So that's always fun. Okay, also tonight at 6 p.m. at Casa Tho, they're going to be doing a screening of Setsuts Maya, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is a documentary that was made before the pandemic, and it's a beautiful documentary about a Maya midwife, and they are going to be screening it tonight at 6 p.m. and I think it's going to give you a really beautiful window into the Maya communities here, and especially the world of this midwife, traditional midwife. Traditionally in the Maya communities, of course, they don't go to the hospital. They use midwives, and this midwife has given birth or helped to deliver, let's say, generations and generations in her village. So it's beautiful. Casa Tho tonight, again, really nice setting, and that'll be cool. Outdoor theater. Also, let's see. Okay, and then Art World. I have a few more I'm going to give a shout out to, and then I'll send you on your way. But you can check Mid City Beat, and we are always posting about events, and also go to the events calendar, events.midcitybeat.com. But in the Art World, okay, every Wednesday morning at 10:30, Raul Gasque, who is actually a contributor to Mid City on the cultural agenda, he invites you to join him on visits to museums and galleries. He's going to be doing a museum gallery tour every Wednesday at 10:30. It does have a cost of 500 pesos, and it leaves from the Hotelito Cultural Cuca and Naranjo. And if you want more information about that, you can call him at 999-502-9019. Those will be in English, so that should be really cool. And the Hotelito is on the Calle 62, and it's number 562. So I think that'll be a fun way to go and check out some of the museums and art, and he knows a lot about art and what's going on in Merida as well. Also, let's see. Okay, another one you got to go check out on September 15th until September 15th. So you can go check it out now. Is an exhibition by Graciela Iturbide, who is a really famous, one of the most well-known photographers in Mexico. And she has a fantastic exhibit at, boy, Dios, my whole situation just collapsed here. But she has an exhibition at the Museo de, what is it called? Museo Casa Montejo. Hold on, let me get my light up here. Museo Casa Montejo, which is in the Zocalo. So if you guys haven't been there, they have a really great exhibition space. And you can go check out her exhibition, which is beautiful, and it's free. So it's free, and so go check that out. That's on Calle 63 between 60 and 62. So that's open every day until the 15th of September. And then let's see, we have, tonight, go by Taller 62. There's an exhibition there. Of course, at Taller 62, Ernesto does lots of different workshops with art, etc. But also he has art exhibitions. And tonight is going to be Sebastian Davila. So you can go see his exhibition. It'll be a nice show. It's at 7 p.m. That's on Calle 62, number 376, which I think is between the 43 and 45, more or less. So give or take. There's that. And then one last one. Let's see. At Salon Gallos, the opening of Junk Culture by Brian Reinfus. So this is the exhibition that promises to surprise with its fusion of metaphors and symbols, exploring our existence through a vibrant juxtaposition. So that's the Junk Culture at Salon Gallos in their gallery there. So because I'm falling apart here, my light has officially is done. I'll wrap up with that. Go to events.midcitybeat.com and check that out. Get out there. If you have any questions about what's going on, you can always message us, and we will try to let you know as best as we can. And get out there and support the arts. Have fun. Interesting. Go eat your chili and nogadas. And yeah, it's festive. It's fun. Enjoy the city. We'll see you soon.